Elementary families, since my microphone is on, I'm going to start talking so that we can also get out of here as soon as we can for bedtime and all of those things. I am Lindsay Carson. I'm the elementary principal. I'm happy to welcome you here. A couple of things to know about the first day of school. So we'll go ahead to the first day of school slide here. Our school day begins at 8:10. But the doors open at 7:55, so you are welcome to arrive as early as 7:55, to be in the doors at 8:10. At or after 8:10 is considered late, so just make sure that you're here plenty early. The elementary school day ends at 3 o'clock. On the first day of school, your pre-K and kindergarten child will meet their teachers on the ramp. So I'll show you a map of the carpool area, but you will drop them off and they'll meet their teachers there to go into the classroom with their teachers. You will not get out of the car or go with them, but they will have a name tag, which I believe was in your black folder that you got this evening, and that has a little symbol that helps all the staff people know which classroom they're going to. We also have their names on lists. We'll know where to get them to, but that will help them find their class on the first day. So really important is the next piece, Carpool Guidelines. So this is probably the single most important thing that I will share with you this evening as a new family. Like I said, the arrival times are there, dismissal times are there from 3 till 3:15. You would have received a little tag in your black folder, a pickup patrol car tag. There should be 2 of them. If you need more than 2 for people to be picking up your child regularly, you can request that from the office. And make sure you hang that in your car so that we can see it at carpool time, because we use that through an app. We use that number to call your child out and match them to your car to get into your car. So if you haven't yet registered for Pickup Patrol, check your email and make sure that you sign up and set a plan for how your child's going to go home every day. The next slide is a map. And this is a map of our Carpool Loop, and this is very, very important. So all elementary families must come in at Greenland Drive, which is at the Wawa, essentially, and go around the back of the playground, and we'll drop off right in front of the elementary school, and then we'll continue back out the same way. It's a one-way loop. We don't park, parents aren't getting out of cars. You'll see it is in the morning, we have 2 lanes, but they're going the same way just to fit more cars in that driveway. At the orange spot, there's actually like a little gate there that's an arm that goes up. Please merge into one line. And then as you go up beside the building, in that one line, that's where you'll drop off your child. If the merging doesn't happen, then we can't safely get the children out of cars and across the street, because then there are 2 lanes of traffic flowing. So really important to merge there, come the whole way up. Your child can jump out at any point along that sidewalk. We'll have lots of staff people there, and then you'll go back out the same way that you came in. So the next slide is a quick video of how to do that, because in Pennsylvania, we are not the best at knowing how to merge or zipper merge, and so it's super helpful to see an example. This is exactly what we want you to do when you're dropping your child off. So we can play that video. We'll play part of it.
Merging is required when 2 lanes are reduced to 1. In light traffic, a simple lane change to blend in with the flow keeps traffic moving at normal speeds. When there are low traffic volumes combined with high average speeds, an early merge makes sense, and drivers should do so. As traffic volumes increase, most drivers continue to believe that the earlier they get out of a blocked lane, the better. This is not the case in moderate to heavy traffic, as it begins to create a backlog and possibly bad feelings, as early mergers believe other drivers are bypassing the line and cutting in right before the lane ends. This is not the most effective or safest way to merge in heavier traffic volumes. The zipper merge is the best way to merge in heavier traffic volumes. The zipper merge is when drivers use both lanes fully.
So Heavy traffic is exactly what I would call the carpool line in the morning, because it is standstill traffic and it is 2 lines and everybody wants to get out as fast as they can. So please stay in 2 lanes the whole way to that spot and then go every other to get into 1 lane for drop-off. In the afternoon, you may do 2 lanes the whole way up, because at that point we are able to get students across traffic. We've got crossing guard and everything. So in the afternoon, it's fine to stay in 2 lanes. In the morning, merge to 1. All right, next slide, please. If you need busing, you can request it through your home school district. Talk to Christy Horse in our enrollment office if you're not sure how to do that. We do have multiple school districts that provide busing for students kindergarten and older. Some lunch information is posted there as well. Online, you can find our lunch menu. So if you want to determine whether to pack a lunch or buy a school lunch, you can see what the lunches are in advance. Our policy for treats in the classroom is that anytime we have like a student birthday or something like that, we ask that you do not send a food treat. But if you want to send something to celebrate a birthday or something of that nature, you could send stickers or a book or pencils or something for the class. But we don't share treats from home for student birthdays. That gets to be a lot of food treats throughout the school year. Try to avoid peanuts when packing lunches for school. We are not nut-free. However, we do have several students with severe allergies. So if your child does have nuts in their lunch, we'll ask your child to sit at a nut-friendly table rather than asking the children with allergies to sit at a separate table. The lunch tables are assigned, so sort of like in the middle school for the beginning of the school year. They'll be told what table to sit at, and the lunch times are listed there as well. So if that helps you plan what you're gonna eat or make for breakfast, or what time dinner might need to be, you can see the times for lunch there. Kindergarten starting at 11, and then going up through the grades with pre-K being at 12:45. Something really important that's on our school website is also our school calendar. So just make sure that you've seen this and that you put all of those dates into your calendar for early dismissals, holidays, things like that, so that you know what's coming up. The next piece is about flexible instruction days. So it feels a far way off, but we may have snow days or maybe other days that would cause us to be closed for some reason. So we use what are called flexible instruction days, FIDs. We can use 5 of these days throughout the school year, and what it means is essentially on a snow day, students would receive about 2 hours worth of work that would be posted on our app Seesaw, and this counts as a school day, and students are expected to complete that work. A device is not typically needed to complete the work at home other than to see what the list of assignments might be. After 5 of those, we would have to add more days to the end of the school calendar. As far as communication goes, our primary way to communicate with you is via email. So make sure that you're getting emails from school. If you're not feeling like you have the information you need, check with us, because we do send a lot of emails. The other one would be the Seesaw app. Your child's teacher will post a newsletter there once a week, as well as other photos and things on that Seesaw app, and you can also message the teacher through that. School Messenger is another app you'll get information about in your folder, and that's to sign up to get texts from school about things like closings and delays. You'll also get a take-home folder that's yellow. Your teachers will give that to the children on the first day of school, most likely, and that is a message folder, so you can check it, and if the teacher sent home papers or things like that, you can just check that every day. You can even send things back to school in that yellow folder. And then always just be attuned to our website, news outlets, things like that, if there is ever a weather event happening, to know what might be happening with school. The Seesaw platform is a communication platform that we use with our classes, so you will be getting a personal invitation to join Seesaw, to join the class that your child is in. You can message teachers through this as well as emailing them, and you can expect generally they will respond in about 1 business day, and generally during school hours. You can expect not school hours the day that the school day is happening, but generally they won't respond like in the evening or really early in the morning or something like that. And then next, just want to talk a bit about attendance. So we do follow Pennsylvania state guidance for attendance at school. Arrivals at 8:10 or later are considered tardy. If you need to take a trip or you have something special planned, that does need to be requested via a form at least 5 days before the trip. So if you know you have something planned now, it's never too early to submit that form. Pre-K Counts has some additional attendance expectations that we'll share with pre-K families as well. And the most important thing is just to make a plan. So plan your trips around school breaks, plan appointments at the beginning or the end of the school day to make sure that your child is in school as much as possible. Our philosophy here at Lancaster Mennonite is to use restorative discipline as far as working with students on what we expect of them and their behavior and building community. So you will see, we can go to the next slide, this matrix, and it's posted in every classroom, of what our expectations are for positive behavior. This is also in the handbook that you would have received. You'll notice as a parent, from time to time, your child will bring home a blue slip like this, and this is just to acknowledge positive behavior. And so when you see a slip like this come home from a teacher, you can really make a big deal about that and celebrate it, because that means that they were demonstrating exceptional positive behavior. You'll also see, so on the next, we can go 2 slides ahead, something called a fix-it ticket. And a fix-it ticket is a way to, if a child has made a choice that is not a positive choice, to help them fix it, to help them make things right. So it serves as a tool to help them self-reflect, to think of some strategies, some ideas for how they might make things right with whatever the situation might be. And this would be something that you as a parent need to sign and send back to school the next day. We'll skip ahead. We'll skip the next slide. As far as in ways that you can engage at the school as a parent, you are our parent volunteer organization. Welcome. We invite your support at events, in the classroom, helping celebrate our faculty and staff. Clearances are needed for some volunteer roles, such as volunteering on field trips or regularly in the classroom. So just be aware of that. And make sure you save the date for September 19th at 6 p.m. We'll have family engagement night. The whole family can come, and lots of opportunities to learn about how you can be involved in the school. The last thing is just a to-do list for you. The last things to do are to sign and return your family covenant, or this is basically acknowledging that you have read and agreed to our school handbook. Make sure you set your child's dismissal plan in pickup patrol and hang your number tag in your car. Make sure you set up your Seesaw account so you can begin getting messages from the classroom. And you can practice carpool drop-off if you like. If that's new for you, take the weekend to do that carpool loop. Have your child practice unbuckling their own seatbelt so that they're ready to hop out of the car independently, because we don't have parents hopping out of the car and coming to open the door and all of that. So make sure that they're able to do that independently, so you might want to practice that. And then also in the black folder was a tag with a number. I think it says, "You've got this," and then it has a number. If you hang that on their backpack, that helps us to match them to your car. So the number that's on their tag is the number that's on your car, so at the end of the day, it'll be easy for us to get them into the right car. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call, to email me. My information is here. In our office are Mrs. Zuleta and Mrs. Tessier, and they have an email address, lmeoffice@lancastermennonite.org, so you can email them. And we'll see you on Tuesday morning at 7:55. If on Tuesday morning you're dropping your child off for the first time, and that is either overwhelmingly sad for you or overwhelmingly joyful for you, and you would like to celebrate or commiserate or pray with other parents, we will, after parents can park in that parking lot, and then we will gather to have just a brief prayer before you all go about the rest of your day. So you can just look for me out there if you would like to join us. Thank you so much. I am here for a bit yet. If you have any questions, just come up and find me. Families, if you're watching this later on video, please make sure that you send me an email or call our office if you have any questions. Thanks. Have a great night.